USB-powered speakers have gained popularity for their simplicity and clean cable management when connected to laptops or desktops, which seamlessly integrate into a minimalistic system. With the rising cost for living spaces and the lowering cost for power, thanks to Class D technology, as well as the dominance of computer and streaming-based systems over traditional stereo systems, USB-powered speakers are poised as more attractive solutions for compact sound systems than ever. Due to their diminutive size and lower price range, these compact USB speakers commonly feature a single full-range driver unit, typically around 2 to 2.5 inches in diameter. This driver is well suited for reproducing mid-range frequencies, including human voices, without the necessity for crossover filters commonly found between woofers and tweeters. In standard-size speakers, such a transition usually occurs around 2 to 3 kHz, where human ears are most sensitive. Consequently, these full-range drivers offer natural and engaging sound qualities, particularly in reproducing human voices such as conversations and narrations. However, their limited power handling capabilities, typically operating at 5 volts with the exception of less universal USB PD that supports up to 20 volts, can lead to issues such as clipping and distortion, particularly in the bass frequencies. Clipping occurs when the bass signal voltage exceeds the amplifier's capacity, often resulting in unpleasant distortions. In most audio contents, the majority of energy is in the bass frequencies. Given that mid and high frequencies are less likely to cause clipping, issues related to power deficiency and clipping distortion primarily stem from the bass frequency information. Redirecting the bass frequencies to dedicated subwoofers can significantly alleviate these problems. One practical solution to enhance the performance of USB-powered speakers is by integrating a subwoofer. While some USB speakers include additional bass units in a package, these bundled subwoofers often lack the quality necessary for effective bass reproduction unless they are designed to be powered externally at a higher voltage. Non-USB powered speakers using regular AC power come with dedicated subwoofers with acceptable specifications, but they tend to be more expensive. Given the importance of convenience and budget considerations for many computer-based systems, investing in a costly setup comprising USB speakers and an overkill subwoofer may not be ideal. Instead, users may find it more practical to opt for properly made stereo bookshelf speakers within the same budget. When considering a subwoofer to pair with USB-powered computer speakers, one quickly realizes the scarcity of models with subwoofer output. Even among properly made monitor speakers, subwoofer outputs are not common, let alone in USB speakers with limited capabilities. Thus, the challenge lies in separating the bass frequency signal from the mid and high frequencies before directing it to the subwoofer. While standalone subwoofers often feature internal low-pass crossover filters for this purpose, they tend to be expensive and may not align with the modest investment in $20 to $30 USB-powered computer speakers. For those seeking a budget-friendly solution with enhanced bass performance, an alternative approach is advisable. One such approach involves utilizing an inexpensive external USB sound card with 5.1 channel output, leveraging the CM6206LX chipset by C-Media, for example, typically priced around $10 to $20. Being a steady seller in the market, the CM6206LX based models serve the purpose effectively. Through this external sound card, the bass signal from the regular left and right channels can be separated. The bundled software facilitates this task by offering a bass management feature. By selecting the 6-channel option and accessing the bass enhancement submenu, users can tailor the bass management settings to their preferences, whether for soft music, general music, or DVD titles. This straightforward process involves filtering mid and high frequency signals from the left and right channels before directing them to the main USB speakers. Meanwhile, the bass signal that has been filtered out from both channels is combined and channeled through the subwoofer output. Notably, due to the compact size of the external sound card, the 5.1 channel outputs are consolidated into 3 sets of 3.5 mm stereo connectors. The front left and the front right channels share one 3.5 mm connector, the surround left and right channels share another 3.5 connector, and the center and subwoofer channels share the last one. While dealing with stereo signals only, users can leave the surround channels unconnected. Acquiring a well-made subwoofer at minimal cost could be challenging because of the substantial material used in their construction. Thicker MDF enclosures, larger magnets, sturdy metal frames, durable elastic supports, and advanced cone materials significantly contribute to the cost. The part cost alone for these components can easily exceed $50 to $100. Moreover, a well-made small subwoofer often weighs at least 5 to 10 kilograms, incurring substantial shipping and handling expenses during distribution. Given these considerations, seeking out used products or visiting local thrift stores can prove wise. Occasionally, one may stumble upon a properly made powered subwoofer with a built-in power amplifier and crossover filters, offering more flexibility in setup compared to relying solely on the bass redirection from the CM6206-based external sound card. However, if such fortune eludes you, there's still a viable alternative. While it may not be the first choice for many users, a modest budget of $10 at most thrift stores can often secure a decent-sized subwoofer derived from an entry-level home theater package, typically combined with a sound bar or diminutive main and surround speakers. In some cases, subwoofers from entry 5.1 surround sound bundles may lack built-in amplifiers, as the main electronics module powers all 6 speakers, including the subwoofer, as well as integrating an optical disc player within the same chassis. To complete the setup with a passive subwoofer derived from such a system, an additional inexpensive component is needed, a Class D amplifier board, usually priced at $10 to $20. Although this adds a layer of complexity in wiring between devices, once properly integrated, it becomes inconspicuous as these components are typically installed on the back of the subwoofer enclosure, out of sight. Despite the initial setup complexity, the resulting enhanced audio experience justifies the effort. Consequently, assembling a 2.1 sound system comprising USB-powered computer speakers, a CM6206LX-based inexpensive external 5.1 sound card, and a repurposed passive subwoofer obtained from thrift stores along with a Class D amplifier board can yield a complete setup for around $50. This setup significantly outperforms many USB-powered speaker systems with bundled subwoofers that come at a much higher price point. With the added advantage of fine-tuning each component individually using control knobs and positioning them for better sound stage, this setup offers enhanced versatility and flexibility in sound optimization. Although requiring additional cables and separate power supplies, which might add some complexity to the system, this should not pose a significant inconvenience in a stationary computer setup. The remarkable improvement in sound quality, particularly in the bass region, compared to standard USB systems justifies the minor inconvenience. By adopting this budget-friendly approach, users can create a 2.1 sound system that rivals more expensive alternatives. This demonstrates that a bit of creativity and resourcefulness enable excellent audio performance without breaking the bank.